We begin with the inauguration of Bola Tinubu as the sixth democratically elected president, where cheers and celebration filled the air. Nigerians just heard the most titillating speech in the history of the country's inauguration. In the president's speech, he made a bold declaration about Nigeria's unity and sovereignty, indicating the country will exist as long as the world exists. TVC News correspondent who were at the Eagle Square venue of the inauguration now reports.
I stand before you.
A long-anticipated day. Indeed, it was worth the wait for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. This inauguration will clearly remind him that elections have ended and the weight of the country rests on his shoulders. After swearing the oath of office that gives him legitimacy, Bola Tinubu was presented with the national colors that affirms him as the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And then comes the inaugural speech, a statement of intent. He first acknowledged how divided the country was as a result of a keenly contested election, but he committed to strengthening the bond that binds Nigeria in its diversity.
Who didn't vote for me? I thank you as well. I sent my hand across the political divide. I ask you to grasp the national affinity and brotherhood. For me, political coloration has faded away. All I see here are Nigerians. All of you. May we uphold this treaty, an excellent notion as a new Nigeria idea.
President Bola Tinubu commended his predecessor for phasing out the fuel subsidy regime, an economic policy he describes as wasteful. Just as was promised in the Renewed Hope Manifesto, President Tinubu insists his administration will turn around the fortunes of the country, from security to the economy, and from agriculture to infrastructure.
We shall consult and dialogue, but never dictate. We shall reach out to all, but never put down a single person for holding views contrary to our own. We are here to further mend and heal this nation, not tear and injure it.
Now, President Bola Tinubu is expected to unveil his team, and they will be thoroughly scrutinized to see their level of competence, capacity, and political will.
A brand new Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, leading a new administration. The coming days will be crucial to see how his government will point the country in the direction of national growth and development. Femi Akonde, TVC News, Abuja.
The inauguration of the new President Bola Ahmed Tinubu of Nigeria has come and gone, but highlights of the exchange of baton, marked by pomp and pageantry, remains with us. The highlights of the event included the display of unity as different past leaders and current ones, including first ladies, filed in alongside the men of the movement, the president and vice president. Thereafter, the transfer of power while the oath of office was applied was significant, a beautiful display of democracy and continuity. The day soon progressed as the crowd at Eagle Square bade farewell to the outgoing president and vice president, and soon the president took control and mounted the podium to give his first national speech.
The rumor that our nation will break up, even perish. They have even redesigned the map. Yet we are here. We have stumbled at times, but resilience and diversity have kept us going.
This moment easily was the highlight of the day as the president stood tall and gave the most memorable inauguration speech in recent memory. He was emphatic about his economic policies to create jobs, eliminate fuel subsidy, unify exchange rate, and lower interest rate. In the same breath, he projects the sanctity of the Nigerian state and urges the patriotism of all Nigerians to build a great country, which he said was the best hope of the black race.
Congratulations to Nigerian youth, because for the first time we are going to be seeing youth in the cabinet. And we have so much confidence that Asiwaju is going to be a great president. We're excited. This is why we supported him. This is why the youth rallying around him. And as he has done, stretching out his hand of fellowship to every Nigerian, it's time now for the administration to work. Area where the government can really create more job opportunity for youth is through ICT, because if you look at ICT, everybody cannot be, you can work for yourself, because using the instrumentality of ICT and the disruptive innovation that comes with ICT. And that's the area where I'm happy when the president said it.
Following his speech, the president's parade was beautifully choreographed, as was the entire event of the day, which will go down in the history of Nigeria as distinct. No doubt, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu enunciated an economic-driven administration, and even on matters of security, he believes if re-engineered properly, the economy will address the issue of insecurity in Nigeria. Habib Alawal, TVC News.
Democracy thrives when the rule of law is obeyed and there are checks and balances among the three arms of government. Since 1999, Nigeria has had a peaceful transition from one democratically elected president to another. The inauguration ceremony to usher in Bola Tinubu as president was the 7th scheduled public inauguration conducted by Chief Justices of Nigeria. Section 140, subsection 2 of the Constitution and Section 10 of the Oath Act says the oath of office shall be administered by the Chief Justice of Nigeria. In 1999, President Olusegun Obasanjo was sworn in by Justice Mohammed Owais. In 2003, when President Obasanjo won the re-election, he was sworn in by Justice Katsina Alu. In 2007, President Musa Yar'Adua was sworn in by Justice Idris Kutigi. In 2011, President Goodluck Jonathan was sworn in by Justice Mahmoud Mohammed when he was elected after completing the term of Musa Yar'Adua, who died in office. In 2015, President Muhammadu Buhari was sworn in by Justice Walter Onoe. When President Buhari won the re-election, he was sworn in by Justice Tanko Mohammed. Today, the oath of allegiance and the oath of office was administered to Bola Tinubu by Justice Olukayode Ariwola.
I, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, do solemnly swear that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
The swearing-in ceremony would have been performed by Justice Tanko Mohammed had he not resigned from office in 2022.
I, Kashim Shetima, do solemnly swear.
The vice president-elect is sworn in before the president, a matter of practice and norm. Section 141 of the Constitution says there shall be the federation of the vice president. Having their wives standing beside them is a case of culture and tradition in a constitutional democracy. The oath of office is contained in the 6th schedule of the Constitution and 2nd schedule of the Oath Act. Section 5A of the Oath Act spells out how the oath of office is taken. If the person being sworn in is a Christian, he would hold in his right hand a copy of the Holy Bible or the New Testament. If he is a Muslim, he places both hands on the Quran. If he is a Jew, he would hold in his uplifted hand a copy of the Old Testament.
The inauguration ceremony of the President of Nigeria takes place after every 4 years to mark the commencement of a new president.